Since Warbots has given each player a free Fafnir to celebrate the 9th anniversary, I thought it'd be a good idea to make a comprehensive guide for this robot so that you can get the most value out of it. Before I cover the strategy with this robot, I'd like to cover recommended equipment. As for weapons, you'll want any sort of sustained damage weapon. Atomizer, Razdor, or even longer range options like Yoji and Hazard work well. You'll be given Scatty for free if you're watching this video during the event. However, I strongly advise avoiding these weapons for this type of robot. Their nerf made them very bad for all but long-range burst builds, and Fafnir isn't really suited for that playstyle. If you have no other option, honestly, Punisher T might even be better than Scatty in some cases. Just try it out and see what it feels like. For modules, a repair unit is usually a good idea, and passive modules can really be anything you like. I personally run a damage setup with 1 nuclear amplifier and 2 overdrive units, but repair amplifiers, immune amplifiers, anti-controls, or even balanced units all work too. The pilot situation might seem a bit tricky because there's 3 pilots for Fafnir, but it's a lot simpler than it seems. You'll be given a pilot, Noah Minox, for free if you're watching when the event is going on. And I'd say here, if you're free to play, you may as well use him. If you have some gold to spare though, Sviagator is a better pilot. It's hardly worth mentioning Johanna Flynn, as she's a terrible pilot. You're going to want to avoid her. Finally, drones are the trickiest part here. It really depends on what point in progression you're at. I would suggest Beak or Paralysis, but if you don't have them, any tier 3 or higher drone will work. The first thing to note about Fafnir's playstyle is that you should avoid spawning it early in the game. Fafnir is not very fast, so it won't be able to capture beacons. But more importantly, you have to wait for Titans to spawn. A lot of Fafnir's success depends on if your shield can get charged up. Fafnir has no limit to how much it can be charged, so if a Titan shoots your shield with its high damage weapons, it'll charge you up very quickly. Another tip is to fly up in front of teammates that are being shot at in order to make people hit you accidentally. Most players know not to shoot Fafnir's shield, so your best bet will be to make them do it unintentionally. If no teammates are around, wait for the enemy to shoot you before using your ability so a couple shots will hit your shield. Finally, know when to land. Even if your gun is very charged up, it's oftentimes worth it to drop to cover so you don't stay exposed. Wait for the cooldown, and then you can jump right back into the fray. I hope this video improves your games. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer.